My first question for you is, did you ever see anybody around you when you were growing up in North Carolina breastfeeding?
No, never.
So did you see them when they were out with their babies? They had regular bottles like we have now?
Uh, I I don't really. I guess so. I never saw nobody with breastfeeding.
Okay. Nobody, did anybody ever talk about breastfeeding?
No.
You grew up in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
So was it segregated where you grew up?
That was an all black town, completely black.
Oh,
Black everything. The blacks owned everything in that town,
oh, go
except for
ahead.
when you went downtown. The
Okay.
downtown, you had the segregation, white bathrooms, white this, that, and that.
Mm-hmm. And even when you went down there, you never really, you didn't see anybody. Okay. So now you get pregnant and you're going to have your baby in Mississippi. What did your mother tell you? What did she tell you about breastfeeding before you left?
She told me, my mother said, don't have that baby pulling on you. Because, see, I'm
Mm.
a young girl, 18, and she didn't want my pulled out of place. So she said, don't have that baby pulling on your breast. Get that baby a bottle. I guess that's what she
Mm.
did for all of us.
Make sure you
Uh,
give baby a bottle. What city were you in?
I was in Tylertown, Mississippi.
Where did you go to have the baby?
Where we had Tylertown was a very poor, it was probably one of the poorest places in Mississippi. So I had to walk to the hospital, and
Oh,
they had us in
goodness.
the basement.
So you walked to the hospital.
Yeah,
Wow. And you had to deliver in the basement.
yeah.
Wow.
But the first time I walked there, I wasn't quite ready. I
Hmm.
said, I'm gonna be ready uh, when I come back. I guess I had those Braxton hits.
Was the doctor there with you the whole time, or there were some nurses?
Well, the doctor was in and out, but probably I needed a cesarean with the first one because of my bone fixture. But
Mm.
they just put you to sleep with that. What do they give you then? They put you to sleep, and they use forceps and pull her out.
Did you breastfeed right after she came out?
Yeah, you had your baby then, so they put the baby right in the bed with you.
What did the doctor say to you?
Well, see, before he had told me before. Uh,
Oh,
See, before he had talked to me, he said, "Did I, want to breastfeed?" And so, I thought about what my mother said. And I said, "No, I want to give the bottle." And he said, he was determined he was going to have me breastfeed because he knew that a lot of people were poor. At least they'd have that breast milk. So he kept back and forth. And I thought to myself, you can't. Um, I'm not gonna. What was the expression I used? I can't beat City Hall or something. So I might as well give in. I might as well nurse.
what color was he?
He was white, but he told me all the advantages too. He told me all the advantages of nursing, how it pulls your uterus all the way back together, and
Mhm.
how it's the best milk for the baby. And he told me all the advantages, and I thought, wow, those advantages really outweigh, are really good to think about. He told about the colostrum, what you get the first liquid you get from them. And so
Mhm.
with those advantages, I thought, well, I guess I might as you can't beat City Hall. I thought I might as well go ahead and give in.
Okay, how was the early breastfeeding
But
when
I
you
didn't know
first
nothing about
started breastfeeding?
nursing.
Yeah.
And my breast got so full, so packed. I
Mm.
didn't know nothing about trying maybe to get some of the milk out. And the baby, she caught a hold of one breast and she was just so hungry that she just went at it so aggressive. She kind of had a hold in the first one.
Mm.
Aggressive. I didn't know nothing about getting your breastfed already ahead of time at that time. So if I
Mhm.
had known that, if the doctor had told me that too, I would have
Mhm.
been in good shape. But he didn't tell me nothing about getting your breast ready for the baby.
Mhm. So you had some nipple damage from that
Yeah,
baby. How long did you breastfeed her for?
I breastfed her for 7 months.
You fell in love with it. What made you say, I'm gonna keep breastfeeding?
Oh yeah, I was yeah, when she breastfed, after I got used to it, that was it. I just breastfed her and gave her food. I wanted to do everything that was the best for her.
you had another baby and you decided you would do it again.
Oh yeah, because you told me the benefits. And
Yeah.
so I got this one, my breast ready a little bit. That baby didn't hurt me as much. But
Okay.
after that, I knew exactly what to do to get my breast ready. About a
Mm-hmm.
month before the baby's born. I know
Mm-hmm.
how you get in the shower and you rub them up and everything. You rub them up with a cloth and you kind
Mm-hmm.
of toughen the nipple up. You toughen it up,
Mm-hmm.
pull it out and toughen it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so the babies can nurse as long as they want after that.
Mm-hmm. You done caused your own nipple damage with the cloth.
No, it didn't. No, this was a, no, it didn't hurt the nipple.
Okay.
You just kind of massage it in the shower.
Oh, now you kept having the babies and then you ended up having a baby the same time as your daughters, huh? Your
Right.
older daughters. So then everybody was breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. So what did you do when you would keep your grandkids?
No, I just nursed one of them. That was the only one. I never,
Uh-huh.
because that was the only one. So after that,
Uh-huh.
but when I had kept my, I would encourage them to breastfeed. I would encourage the kids to breastfeed.
Was it strange for you to nurse your grandson?
Nope, it wasn't strange. The others were doing it too. They nursed. That's what we did. I had to
Mm-hmm.
keep him. I had to keep him. I had to keep him. And so I don't know if she had a bottle, but he nursed but he would take, I mean, big gulps. I said, no, I can't let you take everything in, and I won't have nothing left. So I won't have nothing left for my
He was greedy. That's my
yeah.
that's my big brother Mike. He's gonna laugh when he sees this. So then you go and you work at the hospital and you working with mothers. And did breastfeeding become more common then by the time you started working at the hospital?
Oh yeah, because yeah, it became more common. And I knew all about breastfeeding in there. And so it was a girl I was familiar with in the nursery. They didn't tell us about nursing, but if somebody said they wanted to nurse, we would encourage them.
So you guys would encourage them to do it. But they had
Yeah.
the nursery. So what did that look like?
Well, most of the people didn't nurse their baby.
Oh,
So we had
okay.
to feed the baby at night. We
Okay.
had to feed all those babies. And I said, wow, I was so glad I nursed mine because what you do, you feed the baby, turn it over, let it burn, and feed this other line and turn them over, let them burn. The mother who gets her baby, the ones who nurse their babies you have to take them out to the mother.
You feel like it was just your example, or did you have to physically help your daughters breastfeed, or they just kind of knew what to do from watching you?
Well, I did a lot of encouraging, and I still encourage people. If I see a person pregnant, I say, "So are you going to nurse?" Most of them say yes. I
Yeah.
say, "That's good."
Yeah.
I saw a lady nursing in the park yesterday. She
Mhm.
sat up on that grass, and she took her breasts out, and she nursed a Spanish lady. And
Uh-huh.
and I told her about how I nursed all six of mine. That's the best thing for your baby.
Still encouraging people to breastfeed,
Yep, whenever I
even
see
to this
somebody,
day.
it's a girl that goes to our Kingdom Hall.
Uh-huh.
She had twins. She
Hmm.
has given, they 4 months old. She has given them nothing but breast milk the whole time.
That's beautiful. And I know
They
she know you be cheering her on.
and those are the most beautiful babies. They just nursed. She said they haven't had no food yet. They just had breast milk.
Did you know that in our country that Black women don't breastfeed as much as other women?
No, I didn't know that.
They have low rates. They don't get as much support, so they don't breastfeed for as long. So that's why we have to give them like unique support so that they can learn about breastfeeding like you did. Also, so that they can breastfeed for longer because they have a lot
Mm-hmm.
more barriers. Yeah. And it's funny because growing up with you, every Black woman around me breastfed. So I didn't think it was a thing either.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I
So I,
nursed Minnie for 16 months. I found out too in breastfeeding, you can eat things that regulate your milk too. You can have
yeah.
plenty of milk supply. I don't remember those things. Certain things
Okay.
you eat and drink can make breast milk. And
Okay.
so, but when you want to lighten it up, you don't eat those things.
Okay.
I said,
Then you wouldn't
oh boy,
either.
I would get in the shower and the milk would just start coming out.
First people who are going to see you tell your story on video are actually in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So it's funny because you started breastfeeding because you went to Mississippi.
Yeah.
And now here I am giving a talk about breastfeeding in Mississippi.
Yeah, see, if I hadn't gone to Mississippi, I would never have breastfed because they weren't going to encourage me where I was.
Wow.
See,
That's
the
beautiful.
reason he encouraged me because it was so poor,
Uh-huh.
and he was trying to make sure that the baby has the milk because they
Right.
weren't able to buy the milk.
Grandma, thank you for letting me do the interview.
Okay,
All right, Grandma, love you. Bye.
love you.
All
Glad we
right.
got it done.